everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I am back with another Sims 4 news and update video. So if you're interested in hearing about the Origin Spring Sale, the Sims 4's 9th expansion pack, every single death ranked by how easily it is triggered and more, then make sure to stay tuned. Okay, so starting with The Sims 4's 9th expansion pack, which is in the final stage of production. So the expansion pack seems to be nearly finished. So EA's careers website has updated their website with some new job listings. Included in those listings are 2 new job positions looking for voice editors to ship the upcoming expansion pack for The Sims 4. So like I said, the listing is looking for a voice editor who will be working in a 2-month term to help finalize voices and audio for the next expansion pack. So this isn't the only scenario where a voice actor job listing predicted that a new expansion pack is close to being announced. Back in July 2019, I posted a video about the voice editor job listing and predicted that an expansion pack would be coming our way by the end of 2019, and funnily enough, just a few months after, in October 2019, Discover University was announced. So if we could predict the time where the Sims 4's 9th expansion pack could be announced, it would either be sometime during the summer or even late spring, or at EA Play 2020. Okay, so moving on to the Origin Spring Sale, where you can actually save up to 75% off The Sims 4 on PC and Mac. So the sale is on right now and ends on the 23rd of March 2020. So please note that prices and discounts may vary depending on your location. So firstly, the digital deluxe version of the base game is 75% off. And in case you guys didn't know, the digital deluxe edition comes with Life of the Party digital content featuring the flaming tiki bar and sleek styled outfits for your Sims, the Up All Night digital content featuring the laser light show, fun decorations, and some outrageous party costumes. And it also comes with the Sims 4 soundtrack, a digital soundtrack featuring music from the game. So that is what will come with the base game if you decide to buy the digital deluxe edition. So all expansion packs are included in the sale and they are all 50% off. So in case you guys forgot what expansion packs there are, there is The Sims 4 Discover University, Island Living, Get Famous, Seasons, Cats and Dogs, City Living, Get Together, and Get to Work. All game packs are included in this sale and they are up to 25% off. So the game packs are The Sims 4 Realm of Magic, Strangerville, Jungle Adventure, Parenthood, Vampires, Dine Out, Spa Day, and Outdoor Retreat. And unfortunately for stuff packs, The Sims 4's Fitness Stuff Pack is the only stuff pack included in the sale, and that is 50% off. So I will leave links in the description to the sale. So make sure to click on that if you are contemplating in participating in this sale, and definitely take advantage of these sales. Okay, so moving on to personally my favorite part of the video. So I'm going to go through every single death and I'm going to rank it by how easily it is triggered. So I've actually gotten a lot of this information from a website called Screen Rant. So make sure to check their website out. But anyway, getting started at number 22. So that is the Scent of Death. So the lowest ranking death on our list is the death from the Scent of Death Flower Arrangements, which came with seasons. So firstly, to even acquire one of these, you need to have a level 9 flower arranging skills, all the materials to craft it, and it needs to be of excellent quality. Secondly, it will only kill your sim if they are an elder. So number 21 is Poison. So this jungle adventure death ranks low on the list due to the amount of effort required to trigger it, the ease of curing it, and the length of time it takes to actually kill a sim. So poisoned debuffs are occasionally found while exploring the jungle. However, exploring is rare anyway, and there are also items you can acquire to easily cure it. And combine this with the fact you have several sim days to purchase a cure or fight it off naturally, which often happens, so we're putting it towards the bottom of the list. Number 20 is insects. So the insect related death, which is another jungle based death, is again very rare. However, these are less survivable unless you actively prevent them. So fireflies can set Sims on fire, and lightning bugs can give them a nasty shock, leading to fire and execution deaths respectively. However, they both only occur very rarely in the jungle, and both are easily combated with a couple of readily available supplies and some cultural knowledge. So number 19 is the wishing well. So this came with the romantic garden stuff. So wishing for eternal life can end up with your sim gaining the ability to live forever, but with a catch. They will be a ghostly member of your household, spending the rest of eternity as a random type of ghost. It's rare but effective. Number 18 is over-exhaustion. So this is another death which ranks quite low due to the fact it only affects elders. If an elder takes part in too many strenuous activities like lifting weights, jogging or woohooing, they can die of over-exhaustion. So number 17 is the rocket ship crash. So if your sim is in the astronaut career, you can send them to space in a rocket ship that you build in your yard. You can also find a ship at GreekCon, which comes with city living, or in the science lab, which comes with get to work for a quicker option. So if you ask them to race, send them with no skills, or stick fruit in the ship's exhaust before you take off, you can cause a crash or explosion, and it will be the death of your sim basically. So number 16 is death by hysteria. So emotional deaths can be difficult to trigger, and this is one of the most difficult of all. Sims must become hysterical and keep on laughing in order to trigger it. So number 15 is the rock climbing wall, which came with the fitness stuff pack. So if your sim is a fitness fanatic with a head for danger, then the rock climbing wall can provide an adrenaline rush, which may just be their last. So once a sim skill is high enough to partake in the fire challenge, which sends out jets of fire while they are climbing, the chance of being caught on fire is fairly high. However, there is often someone around to put you out, unless of course you partake in the challenge while home alone. Number 14 is the cow plants. So the cow plants can be dangerous, but danger is somewhat limited. If you feed them regularly, they'll be fine. However, if they are hungry and offer you a cake, remember the cake is a lie. So a cow plant will consume your sim instead, leaving them drained. And if they make the same mistake again within 24 hours, then it's bye-bye sim, hello sweet essence of life for whoever is left to milk the cow plant. So number 13 is electrocution. So death by electrocution is a really weird death, and it seems to involve a lot of luck. You first need to get the dazed mood lit by trying and failing to repair electrical items. If you then repeat the mistake a short time later, you'll actually die. Both debuffs can also be caused by lightning. So number 12 is pufferfish. So this came with city living. So this is another death that requires some effort, but it can be caused accidentally. So first you need to eat at the pufferfish nigiri at the San Myshuno food store to gain the recipe. Then your sim needs to attempt to cook it at home, and a poor result has a 50% chance of it being their last meal. Number 11 is sauna. This came with spa day. So once again, this is a death that requires a specific DLC to activate. However, for those with spa day, watch yourself with sauna as it can be deadly. So number 10 is cardiac explosion. So this death comes from a sim being far too angry. Sims who are cheated on or declared enemies of others or are pranked severely can get very angry, especially if they are hot-headed. Too much anger can result in a cardiac explosion and death. Number 9 is drowning. So drowning autonomously is quite rare, but with help, maybe? Yes. So with a classic way to aid the passing of an enemy, you used to be able to just remove the pool ladder, but these days you need to build a fence or a wall around the pool. Sims will drown in any water they cannot get out of once their energy moves into red. Number 8 is starvation. So while Sims can die from autonomously deciding not to eat, mostly they aren't quite that stupid, and this death will require a little prod to enact. Removing all cooking facilities from your house usually does it. So number 7 is being mortified. So dying of embarrassment is likely to become more common as Sims begin to live in tinier houses. If a Sim gets too embarrassed from wetting themselves walking in on someone in the bathroom, or having an embarrassing social encounter, then their time may be up. This can often happen accidentally, as soiling yourself gives a +5 negative moodlet, making it easy to tip over into mortified. Number 6 is sunlight. So this is specifically for vampires. So considering many of them have been around for years and years, it's amazing how many vampires aren't actually that smart. Despite knowing that the sunlight can and will kill them, they pretty quickly often go out for a stroll in it, and many have perished this way. So killing a vampire with sunlight is especially easy by the simple use of a locked door, giving it a place fairly high up on this list. Number 5 is rabid rodent fever. So this came with my first pet stuff. So rabid rodent fever will kill your sim, but it is a little tricky to require unless you have another sim with it. So you'll need to make sure a pet's cage is very dirty and generally neglect the pet until it hits your sim, so it will bite your sim when they interact with it and it will give them the disease. So this illness ranks higher than other deaths because it can be easily passed from sim to sim during day 3 of the illness, when it's highly contagious for the final 24 hours before the grim comes calling. Therefore, once acquired, it can easily take out multiple sims with virtually no extra effort. Number 4 is death by the Murphy bed. So this is tiny living. So currently purchasing a Murphy bed is one of the most dangerous activities in The Sims 4. So if your bed is broken and your handiness skill is low, the getting trapped inside is almost guaranteed. So number 3 is weather. This obviously came with seasons. If you do have the seasons expansion, then you need to know to make sure you're dressed for the weather. For Sims who don't use the hot and cold weather clothing categories when outside, you can very easily end up being killed by overheating or freezing. So this is actually one of the most common deaths. Number 2 is house fires. So house fires have been a killer of The Sims since the very first game, and it's still the case today. Low cooking skills and cheap cookers, rugs too close to fires, and if you have laundry day stuff not cleaning, the lint trap all lead to house fires. They've also been caused by the accidental setting off of fireworks inside homes. So house fires are a huge sim killer because they spread very quickly. They are easily caused in regular gameplay, and most sims are more inclined to autonomously panic rather than extinguish themselves. And coming at number 1 on the list is old age. So old age is the most likely death you'll find in game, because no matter how many other deaths you manage to avoid, death by old age is inevitable unless you actively prevent it from happening with potions of youth or something similar. So you can avoid most other deaths without having to try too hard, but in the end, Grim will always come knocking for those elders unless they know the secrets of immortality. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and obviously found it very informative. If you made it to the end, I cannot thank you enough. Don't forget, if you did like this video, to press my thumbs up, and if you want to see more of me, to subscribe to my channel. Press the post notification button so you never miss an update. And with that being said, again, if you made it to the end, I cannot thank you enough, and I shall speak to you all soon.